Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Rena. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to the Mama Elephant anniversary event. We're celebrating 8 years with Mama Elephant. This is Mama Elephant's biggest release of the year, and all of these products will be available on Tuesday, September 15th. Okay, let's dive right into the first stamp set. This is Oh Penguin Tree. I just adore the Mama Elephant penguins, and I love that this comes with two extra little guys holding Christmas lights and wearing the reindeer hat. I also love the addition of the snowflakes. I just love snowflakes for winter cards. And here's a look at the coordinating dies. An item of note here is that the 3 snowflake dies are the same size, and they'll cut any of the different snowflake stamps. Okay, so let's start off by coloring the tree. I'm using the Gina K Amalgam ink in Obsidian. That's the new black ink that I'm using, and I'm using that on Nina 110 pound paper. The markers I'm using today are the Oh Hoo Hoo, and I bought the skin tone set because I just love coloring with skin tones, and I kind of feel like I've kind of used all my Copic markers, and I'm kind of like wanting something to try something new, so I thought I would buy these, and I just love the skin tone colors. So this, even though it's skin tone colors, it comes with just some mustards and some browns and some pinks. So I thought it would be fun to use just the skin tone set on these penguins to have kind of a non-traditional color scheme. So whenever I tackle a large image like this, I kind of approach it with, okay, what do I have to color? What colors do I have to work with? And you know what? It was a lot easier to work with a limited choice of colors because I wanted to keep it to the skin tone set because I wanted to also test out these markers and see how they laid on the paper and things. So I had 24 colors, and with an image like this, I didn't really want to bother with doing blending. So I kind of try to fake the blending look. I'm using a lighter pink and a skin tone color just to do a little faded belly, kind of a shadow, adding warmth, and then I'm just doing it really light and soft. And then when I color in the main body color, I'm just doing it one color, and I'm not really doing any shading. But anytime that I do like one color marker coloring, I always make sure that the coloring is on point, that it's solid, that it's not streaky, that it's all just one solid smooth color. I try to make it look as neat as possible. And then when I do the little shading on the belly, it kind of looks like I blended, but I didn't. So I kind of just like trying to fake it because I just kind of want to have fun and color this and not have to worry about being so exact. So it was actually quite easy to color this using a limited color palette because I told myself I'm going to just use these 24 markers and see what I can do. And for me, I just think it's just so much easier just using less colors to choose from because I don't tend to overthink, and you're kind of just forced to be creative and forced to make it work. But I mean, 24 colors is more than enough. I'm using the lighter colors on the bellies and the darker medium colors on the body, and I'm using kind of like the reds that the set has and the pinks on the little accessory pieces. I had intended to load up this video with real-time coloring, but it was 22 minutes, and it was just this long, slow coloring, awkward pauses, awkward stories, breathing, and just slow. It just looked really slow to me. I'm like, I can't. So this is sped up, I think 2.5 times. And even though 22 minutes sounds like a long time to color, that's very short with the size of this image. I also tried to have fun coloring it, kind of like a coloring book. I didn't want to overthink anything. I think the parts that I thought about were spreading the color kind of evenly throughout. So if I'm using a dark color, I'm just like doing it so it's like every 3 penguins, and just making sure that there's like kind of an even distribution of the different colors that I'm using. I'm also reserving certain colors for certain things. Like I think there was like a dark pink in the set that I wanted to color the little hats and the scarf and all the different little ornaments in that color. And then I noticed that there were things that I needed to color orange, so I did those first. So this was really fun. And the thing of it is once you color it once, you kind of get the hang of it. And I colored in, I think, 6 sets of these. I colored so many of these off camera just because I had a lot of fun doing it, and I did it in different color combinations. But I just adore this set. I love all of the little accessories, all of the little expressions, and I love how different each of the penguins are. I think another thing that helps with coloring is to have a swatch of all the colors that you're using, because it looks different on the cap, even with Copics, than real life. So here, to finish off my little penguin tree, I'm taking a light pinkish marker and I'm doing a blush on all of them. And I like doing it on all of them because it just adds kind of a element that's the same on all of them, and it adds a little bit of color and warmth. I just love, love, love how it turned out. I wanted to use some of the recent dies that came out. So I'm using the mamaelephant Stacked Circles Creative Cuts, and I'm creating a little hill because I want to make a circle card. So I cut out that scallop and then I cut out the hill using one of the landscape elements in the Slim Card Basics Creative Cuts set. I will be making 2 cards, so I'm just kind of stamping out all the little elements I need. I need snowflakes, I need sentiments. So for the standard size card, I'm using frilly window frame and I'm stamping out the sentiment that the stamp set comes with. For the circle card, I've cut out a whole scallop in pink, and then that vanilla colored piece that you see there is what we made using the landscape die from Slim Card Basics. So I'm just going to layer that on top of each other just so the tree has something to stand on. I'm using the sentiment from the stamp set. So here is the standard size card. I'm taking that frilly window frame kind of backdrop, and then I'm just going to add my penguin tree image on top. Super simple card, but I love the die cuts. I love the color, and then I'm gonna just add a little bit of embellishment with those snowflakes, and I just love them. I cut it out in like a light pink color and I stamped it out in a dark brown. I cannot believe the amount of adjusting that I'm doing here. I decided to just leave it on. Typically I would just edit all this madness out, but that's how I make cards. I have to find just kind of the perfect spot, kind of that perfect placement that doesn't look too forced, and it just looks just like, oh, that's where they ended up. But I don't know, it's just hard to get that look. So I think I just finally decided to put it where these are, and I was happy with it. Now I'm going to make my little card backer. So this is a shaped card, so I cut it out in white and I'm scoring it at the top, and then I will be creasing it, and I'm just doing it on both sides so it's easy to open up the card. And I'm going to put adhesive just on that top portion to make a little flap. And when you adhere it to the card front, it'll open up really nice. And I like it when the card front is a different color than the back. I think it looks really nice. So we're going to adhere that together, and then we're going to press, and then that will be the card that opens up. So that's the shaped card kind of element. And I'm really addicted to this kind of flip up feature. So we're going to take our little hill, and then we're going to adhere it to the front of the card. I always make sure that when I'm adhering the front of the cards that I am putting it in the right way. So that's why I'm like opening it, because I don't want to adhere my hill on like the wrong spot. So we're going to use double foam tape to adhere the tree onto the front. I thought it'd be cute to add a little snow, so I'm doing that with these tiny little pom-poms, and I'm just adhering it with regular glue, and you just need a few, and I think it looks so super cute. I love using pom-poms. And that completes my 2 cards. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure to join me tomorrow. We have a fun new agenda set. Thank you so much for joining me. Stay safe. Have an awesome day. Happy crafting, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.